Pra! What's happening? I swear to God, I keep hearing shit fall from me. I don't know if they're taking things up in the tree and dropping them or what. But out in man-made nature, ShanGO right here. Peace and blessings to everybody. Wonderful, beautiful Sunday here. Where this is the Shangodiac for Taurus. All my bullshitters who ain't bullshit. You know what I'm saying? This is the Shangodiac for Taurus. All right. So once again, like, share, subscribe, and thrive. Like, share, subscribe, and thrive. Like, share, subscribe, and thrive. And cunniling that bell button, okay? Hit that bell button so that way, you know, when we're dropping some information, dropping some things, you get it. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, I'm actually going to lay these cards out. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful day out here today. It is really beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. So just a moment here. As I give you your cards. Okay. So what's going on with Taurus, man? Interesting. Okay, you know what? Before we get started too, also, we are going to be dropping, for those of you who need some type of a protection, maybe you feel like you're under attack right now, be that magically or be that more in a mundane way, and maybe it's a sensitive situation, so you need to deal with things in a more magical way. We do have a ritual to assist those of you who may be under those experiences, whether, you know, whatever it is. If you need to lock somebody up, you need to block them. At the same time you're blocking them, you're also punching them in the face, you know what I'm saying? And you're locking them up with that. We have a new ritual about to drop. It's called Put Them in a Box. And that's what that ritual is all about. It's about those who need. It's a protection / offensive type of work. You know what I'm saying? And it's designed to stop your enemy in their tracks. So if you're interested in that, you can drop a comment, or, you know, there'll be more information on that available very shortly. Okay. Without further ado, let's get into these Taurians. Okay. So one of the things that I'm noticing here about Taurus here, there seems to be a situation where, and I feel like it's actually more current. Usually I try, and sometimes I'll be like, in my mind, I'll be like, I want to do more forecasted shit today. But, you know, it is what it is. And I see like there's a relationship here where it seems to me that some of you Tauruses are trying to, someone's not talking to you. I feel like it's for some of you it's an actual relationship, maybe even a relationship with an air sign. I know how the fuck is that going to work. You got stubborn Taurus and an air sign, but hey, you know, bumblebees aren't supposed to fly either, but they do, right? So go figure. But behind all of this, I see lies, I see deceit. And you know what? I'll even say this. I see that, or someone could be thinking that somebody is lying. That's just as bad. You know? That can be just as detrimental. The person might be telling the truth. But if you think they're lying, then in your reality, in your world, they are lying. Okay? And that's what you're going to be, you know, perceiving that as. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to the truth. You know what I'm saying? When you see it. All right? So the way it looks here is, or the way it's coming through for whichever Taurus is that need to hear this, it's like you're trying to talk with somebody, but they keep kind of giving you their back. And I don't know, maybe you did lie, maybe you left some shit out, you know, because this is also deceit. This is you know, deceit as far as in the way of not saying shit. You're only giving a half of the story, or you're giving a piece of the story, and then maybe they see or get a word about all this other shit, and they're like, yo, what the fuck, you know? But on the other hand, though, this also could be Taurus's, you know, like I said, this could also be reversed here too. You were dealing with an air sign, they lied, you found out about it, you found out some shit, some missing pieces of the puzzle that were very important, and you know, they're trying to kind of like convince you or get back in your graces, and you're just kind of like, man, I don't even, it's like your whole idea of them, you know, your whole everything of them got shattered when you found out whatever it is that you found out, or whatnot. I can say this though too, and whether this is a Gemini or not, or just some air sign who, it's kind of hard to be in a relationship because, you know, they're not really dependable, and they're also can be sometimes seems to be full of shit. It's hard, like you want to believe them, but you just can't, or it's very difficult to. I won't say that you can't, because if you're saying you can't, you're saying either you don't know how to or you're choosing not to. That's really the meaning of that word can't. Either you don't know how to or you're choosing not to. Okay? So, yeah, it's an interesting little dynamic here. Interesting dynamic. I'm sorry, just looking around here. Okay? Looking around here. Now, some of you, this, of course, will be a situation that's going to start unraveling right in front of your eyes after you probably see this video, or it might start unraveling, then you come and you see this video, which is why you are seeing this video. Okay? So, the other thing is, in dealing with somebody, though, in dealing with somebody who kind of, you know, has your buttons mentally. That's some of the things sometimes in dealing with air sign. They're heavy mental, heavy cerebral. Their powers is on the mental realm. You know what I'm saying? Really. Or their innate, like their natural shit is in the mental realm, you know. And they know how to read you. They know how to like say what you need to hear to get you to do what you need to do or whatever. A lot of ways I feel like some of you Tauruses may have been in a situation, whether it was with an air sign or not, where you were just feeling mentally not up to par, not like your usual self, almost like a change of mind. Okay, and this change of mind to me seems negative. Okay, also some of you were in a situation where in a sense it was almost like you were getting kind of dominated mentally. Okay, mentally. And whatever it is that a lot of you earth signs, it's like you feel like you're what's been kind of underneath everything, maybe even right now, or it's about to be this way, is you know, feeling like you're losing incrementally. Feeling like you're losing incrementally. Okay, like you're losing worth, you're losing value, you're losing worth, you're losing value in this particular relationship, or so it seems. I feel it's the only responsible thing to do is to sometimes mention that, because sometimes some of us can get a picture or something in our head where this is what we start seeing, and we're not actually seeing reality, and in turn it turns into a self-fulfilling prophecy. Okay, it's kind of like the man or woman who keeps accusing his husband or wife, or their husband or wife, of cheating, or of, you know, always being suspicious and this and that. What that ends up doing, it does actually start creating a wedge between the two. And if persisted in long enough, the person is going to actually push their husband or wife away into a zone where they will be susceptible to possibly maybe doing something, you know? I mean, for fuck's sake, when you tell children how bad they are and you keep telling them how bad they are, guess what? They keep doing bad shit. There was a bunch of different like experiments and studies done, and it's like, you'd be surprised how many times people will live up to your expectation. You know, it's more or less on a subconscious thing, but like they will. If you think this person's a fuck up, and it's like, even though maybe you're in close proximity with them a lot, you know what I'm saying, and on a subconscious level, on an electromagnetic level also, they pick up on that. They will not let you down most of the time, okay? But and this is going right along with this, okay? This is definitely not feeling emotionally secure. I'm seeing a whole scenario here. So usually I get a bunch of storylines, a bunch of different storylines that are just brief, like sound bites, clips, you know. But in this case, I don't know why they kind of zoomed in on it, but I see like a relationship, like a lot of this is just about a relationship shit, or at least that's what's coming through for me to say anyway. Okay? So emotional security once again. Emotional security once again. You're not feeling secure. And at the same time, I know that some of you Tauruses are just not really expressing this shit. You know, and maybe you're not feeling secure because there's kind of been some changes and things. And a lot of you Tauruses love to keep shit the same. You could do the same thing over and 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 over, and you're cool with that. And I'm not knocking it. Hey, to each their own. But I'm just saying, sometimes any little slight variation on things can just fucking throw you off, okay? So where are we at here? I see more also of a irreconcilable difference. Let's see here. Of an irreconcilable difference, okay? But on the other hand, some of you Tauruses may in this time establish a new friendship, okay? Establish a new working relationship or a new partnership, work relationship, activity partner, something of that. But this card's really not feeling that good, and I don't like to be the bearer of bad news, but I also don't like to lie either. Okay. So I have to tell you the truth, all right? Now, I think it is about time, though, too, for some of you to start treating yourself. Okay? Treating yourself and not beating yourself. Maybe maybe go get that foot massage. Go to the spa. Go get that facial. Pause. Go get that facial or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Something to treat yourself. I feel like some of you also have been, and even though you guys are very stubborn, like I said, I know a few Tauruses. One of my best friends is a Taurus, and it just amazes me. Like he just wants to keep shit the same. Like, and a couple of the different Tauruses that I know, a lot of them are like the same. But of course, you know, everyone's different. Okay. I want to tell you this too. I'm gonna leave you with this. There's an opportunity coming up for you to kind of be a blessing to somebody, to help somebody. It may have to do financially. It may be just you gifting something to somebody, or even maybe helping them out by way of just something you can do with your energy and your time. Maybe, you know, sometimes it's like, hey, I'll give you a ride. I'll take you to these couple places that you got to go or whatever, even though maybe your schedule might be a little busy or whatever the case may be. But there's a portal. It's important. I feel like it's important for me to say this. There's a portal. There's an opportunity. You'd be surprised how many times, you know, when you feel that innate intuition to just give or to help, or sometimes it'll literally feel like kind of like a nudge, like, yo, help them. And it's not because I'm trying to be Mr. Pious or, you know, anything like that. It's just I recognize it, I feel it, and then I do it. And guess what? All the time, it comes back 1,000-fold. I used to get sometimes annoyed with certain homeless people and shit, and it's like after a while I start saying, you know, it started to occur to me like, you don't know who's who sometimes. You know, sometimes you might be dealing with, you know, some incarnation of a spirit or something like that, or a particular deity may test you on certain things, and they come to you in a way where they want to see if you're gonna take advantage of it. Anyways, my point is, this particular opportunity to help somebody, whether it's just gifting somebody some money or whatever it is actually going to be a portal for you. And if you want to look at it that way, in a selfish way, hey, so be it. You know, when I give, call it what you want. I'm not giving because I get this warm, tingly feeling and I feel, you know, the love of Jesus fucking Christ, you know, shooting out my arse, okay? It's not, it has nothing to do with that. It's simple economics. I know when I give, it comes back. And if I'm feeling an innate or intuitive pull to give, I'm not looking at the person that I gave to for anything. I don't care. You can go fucking smoke. You can smoke this. You can shoot it up your arm. You can do whatever. Doesn't matter. It's none of my business now because it's yours. But I know that this is a portal. I can recognize portals, especially portals relating to money and wealth. You know what I'm saying? They come in some of the weirdest shapes and forms. Okay, so remember that. Once again, this is ShanGO Ray. This has been your Shangodiac. Ashe, ashe. I'm feeling good, feeling great. How are you? All right. Peace and blessings. We'll be back again.